Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace, mercy and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Almighty God be upon you. I am not shocked at all at the decision of the Interpol to once again refuse the request of the Indian government for a red corner notice against me. Maybe the common man in the street may be shocked. Maybe certain sections of the media may be shocked. But I'm sure the NIA and the Indian government is not shocked at all at the decision of the Interpol to once again refuse the red corner notice against me, because they know that all the allegations that are made against me, it is absolutely fictitious and they don't have an iota of evidence about it. My lawyers tell me that normally when any country requests for a red corner notice to the Interpol on charges of terrorism, rarely do they refuse it. But in this case, the Interpol, alhamdulillah, praise be to Allah, they refused it, knowing very well that all these allegations were fictitious, they don't have an iota of evidence, and it has a political and a communal agenda. Normally, when an Interpol issues a red corner notice against charges of terrorism, doesn't mean that the person is a terrorist. He may be, he may not be, unless the court, in a court of law, after analyzing the evidences, say that he is a terrorist. Can you consider that there are chances he'll be a terrorist? Just by a red corner notice being issued does not indicate that the person is a terrorist. It has been for more than 3 years since the Indian government, the NIA, is trying to find evidence against me. They started in July 2016, 3 years ago, to find charges against me. First they did allegations that I'm involved in terrorism. They could not give proof. Then they said I'm involved in hate speech. Then they went to money laundering, and alhamdulillah, all of their efforts have failed. Even the appellate court of ED, they clearly said, and they put a stay on them to attach my properties. That means the verdict of the judge carries a bigger weight than the complaint made by the ED. I wonder that why for the past 3 years is the NIA, the Indian agency, wasting the taxpayers' money just to follow the agenda of the political bosses? Don't they have the spine to speak the truth? Have not these officers read the Holy Scriptures? And I wonder that why is the Prime Minister of India, that is Narendra Modi, the NIA and the Indian agencies are not following the advice given to them in the Hindu scriptures? I am a student of comparative religion. I would like to advise them that why don't they follow the guidance given in Rig in book number 7, chapter number 104, verse number 122, where it says that speaking truth is easy. The distinction between falsehood and truth and the knowledge of absolute truth is mentioned in the scriptures. Falsehood is evil and brings destruction. Follow the truth, it is easy and simple. It's a simple advice. Speak the truth, it's simple and easy. Furthermore, it is mentioned in Mahabharata, in book number 8, chapter number 49, verse number 27, that speaking the truth is indeed very virtuous. There is no virtue which is more virtuous than speaking the truth. So I wonder that why aren't the Hindus, officers in NIA, in the Indian government, and the Prime Minister Modi is following the Hindu scriptures? But I'd like to mention a fact to you, that there are many officers in NIA who are really kind and truthful. And I know that when my organization, Islamic Research Foundation, was banned in November 2016, the NIA raided my office and was continuously there for more than 2 days. They were for more than 50 hours in the office. And my general manager at that time, who was Mr. Manzoor Sheikh, may Allah grant him Jannah, he told me that the NIA officers were very frank in saying that we are wasting our time in spending so many hours in your organization, because we know that we will not find any evidence of terrorism in Islamic Research Foundation. Because we have heard the lectures of Dr. R.K.N. He speaks about priests, but we are forced by our superior to do a raid on this organization. One senior officer of NI went to the extent of saying, when his immediate boss told him to scrutinize and scan my lectures, and he told him thrice, and they could not find any evidence that I'm promoting terrorism. When his boss told him the fourth time that again you scrutinize the lecture, he was already trying to say that if I ask my juniors to watch Dr. Zakir Naik's tape again, I'm afraid that many would accept Islam. This means they are following the slogan of India, which is known to us, that Satyamev Jayate. Where do they get the slogan from? It is obtained from the Mundaka Upanishad, book number 3, chapter number 1, verse number 6, which says Satyamev Jayate, Nantama, which means truth triumphs alone, not falsehood. I would like to thank the Interpol, because this message of the Upanishad is also mentioned in the Quran, in Surah Isra, chapter number 17, verse number 81, we say, وَقُلْ جَهَلَكْ وَذَاكَ الْبَاطِلِ إِنَّ الْبَاطِلَ كَانَ زَهُوقًا. When truth is heard against falsehood, falsehood perishes. For falsehood, it's by its nature bound to perish. I would like to thank the Interpol. Though they are not Indian, they are following the advice of the Indian slogan Satyamev Jayate. Truth triumphs alone. They are following the advice given in the Upanishad as well as in the Quran. My only request is, why doesn't the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, the NI and the Indian agency also follow the advice of the Upanishad and the slogan of India, that is Satyamev Jayate. Truth triumphs alone. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. May peace be on you.
নিয়মিত খবর পেতে সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন আমাদের ইউটিউব চ্যানেল এবং পাশে থাকা বেল আইকনটি